Hello, my name is Susanna Vischels. I am with C1 Broker and we are an expert insurance broker in Portugal for you who are a foreign resident or even an expat or a digital nomad. And we are going to do this video today about workers' compensation insurance. If you are a self-employed entrepreneur in Portugal, you will need something called workers' compensation insurance. This translates to Acidentes de Trabalho. More accurately, Seguro de Acidentes de Trabalho. This is a mandatory insurance, and if you don't have one in place, you will face problems in case of sick leave or work accident, a part of potential fines from the Portuguese tax authority, the Finanças. I know, self-employed persons are special people. Very hardly you will get sick because all your strength and motivation is focused in constructing your business. But although entrepreneurs are super motivated people, everyone is vulnerable to accidents and illnesses, and as a self-employed person, if you are unable to work due to an injury or an illness related to your work, you could find yourself in a financial trouble very quickly. Also, if you cannot work, who is going to pay your debts or finish your projects? That is why it's so important to have an insurance that can provide you with a replacement income if you are unable to work due to an accident or an illness. And it can help you pay your medical bills, support yourself and your family, and maintain your lifestyle. In short, it gives you peace of mind. Peace of mind that comes from knowing that you are protected financially if something happens to you. Workers' compensation insurance. So let's talk a bit more about this. In Portugal, there is a mandatory insurance for all workers, let them be self-employed or hired workers. And this is called workers' compensation insurance, translated Seguro Acidentes de Trabalho. And this is a type of insurance that provides coverage for employees and self-employed persons if they are injured or become ill as a result of their job. In case of employees, this insurance is hired and paid by the company that employs them. But in case of employed workers, this is a cost that must be supported by yourself, by you as an entrepreneur. So, if you are self-employed, you will also need an Acidentes de Trabalho insurance. The workers' compensation insurance provides benefits to self-employed workers who are injured or they become ill as a result of their work, covering the medical expenses or lost earnings. Also provides benefits to workers who are permanently disabled as a result of the injuries, and also cover death benefits to the families of these self-employed workers who might die as a result of an accident at their work. This insurance is an important part of the social safety net in Portugal, and it has a lot of history. It protects workers and their families from financial hardship in the event of an injury or an illness related to work. And work accidents can occur due to a variety of factors. They can come as somebody who slips and falls, exposure to toxic materials, even car accidents while on the job or driving to the job or from the job back home. No matter what is the cause, Acidentes de Trabalho insurance can help you mitigate the financial impact of an accident and provide peace of mind for both employees and employers. And if you are a self-employed person, this is a very important insurance to have. Very important to keep in mind, this insurance covers only accidents and illnesses as a result of your activity. the so-called sick leave, a baixa por doença is the right translation in Portugal. Let's look at some examples. For instance, a sick leave. If you are a self-employed painter and let's imagine you inhale by accident some toxic glues, you get intoxicated and you get some complications, develop pneumonia, and you need to stay in bed for 1 month. If you have this insurance, you can declare the sick leave, and this Acidentes de Trabalho insurance will kick in and will pay 50% of your earnings after the 3rd day. Now, this percentage may vary depending on your activity, because is the social security in Portugal, Segurança Social, has different percentages for different activities, and I am mentioning the most common one. So it normally kicks in after 3 days and pays 55% of your earnings, of your normal wage. Let's look at another example, a road accident, actually one of the most common acidentes de trabalho that we have in Portugal. So, you are on the way to your office or to your co-work office and you have a car accident. And you get injured and you will need an operation, and the recovery process takes 2 months. And you declare then an accident of circulation on the way to your work. And so Acidentes de Trabalho will kick in and they will pay all the surgeries in a public hospital and also pay you 50% of your earnings after the 3rd day. Third example, final example. Let's imagine that you had this car accident on the way to your work, and the injuries were really acute, were really terrible, and you actually in the end you lose a hand, and you will need several operations, and the recovery process takes something between 6 months to a year, physiotherapy, then you'll probably need a prosthesis, etc. You declare this as a work accident, and this insurance will kick in and will pay all the surgeries in the public hospital and 55% of your wage for a certain amount of time. And regarding the lost hand, they will also pay for a prosthesis, and maybe an indemnity will be calculated in relation to your profession, your age, and how much people, let's say children, spouse, or even parents that are economical dependent of you. And this compensation will be determined by the court, Tribunal de Trabalho, that will evaluate the case and will give you indemnization for this accident. So as we can see, Acidentes de Trabalho is a very helpful insurance to have, and workers' insurance is a state mandated insurance that is heavily regulated in Portugal, and this means that there is very little difference in the coverage that is offered by different insurance companies. The covers are fairly similar, prices are only slightly different, so this is a mandatory insurance, and to look for the one that best suits you, consult an insurance broker like C1 Broker. Me and my team, we are going to be very happy to hear from you. Now, I have to advise you of something. There is a negative point to all of this, and this is that the compensations are very low. It only covers 55% of your wage or of your declared earnings in case of an accident or in case of illness related to your work. Also, this insurance only covers if the accident is related to your work. So if you have an injury, due to any other cause, let's say playing football on your free time, that won't be covered. And if you have a natural disease that has nothing to do with your work, let's say you have a heart attack or something like this, this probably cannot also not be declared acidentes de trabalho. So you have to counteract, especially if you're a self-employed person, you should counteract and hire a supplement insurance called personal accidents. But I will talk about this in a different video. Anyway, I just wanted to come here today and explain about the Acidentes de Trabalho insurance that is mandatory, that is needed for companies who have workers and also for self-employed workers in Portugal. So thank you so much for your time. If you like this type of content and information, if you think it's valid, please give us a like, hitting the like button, subscribe our channel, and or contact us. We are also going to be very happy to hear from you. I will see you next time, and meanwhile, stay well insured.